Šta ima?
Ima najširu ponudu za celu porodicu.
Ima, a brzo dostavu do 48 sati. I paketomate, i paket... A brzo dostavu do 48 sati.
Pozdrav, Bane. Sad će da vidimo, brate. Pozdrav, Bane. Attacking Sedorf, defensive Vieira, counter target levi SS, counter target desni CF. Ako, brate, samo cepaj, što se mora, nije teško. Nemam pojma, brate. Iskreno ne znam. Gde si bre prelo, šta ima, brate? Si mi dobar? Nemate, brate, će poskupiš gotovo. Ne znam šta ti kažem, brate. Ne znam, prelo, brate, čas radi top, čas random, izgubiš od nekog retarda, brate, znači, ne, skroz random je. Madnessah, u njemu nemam nikakvo mišljenje, bukvalno mi je lik odvratan. Ne postoji odvratni lik na PES sceni od njega, a što se Indominatora tiče, deluje okej, nemam pojma, nisam nikad nešto s njim. Mislim da smo davno jednom odigrali jedan kop. To smo izgubili, valjda. Deluje okej, sigurno bolji od Indominatora. Od ovog, bre, Madnessa. Ma, bre, nešto je, nemam pojma, pravo. Znači, skroz nasumična igrica, brate. Bukvalno igrica ti odluči da li će pobediš ili nećeš. Gde si, Slavić, brate, šta ima? Daleko sam ja od pro igrača, brate. Stvarno meč za titulu. Opa, prvo pa muško, brate. Prvo pa muško. Evo. Trenutno 77. na svetu. Prva utakmica. Zašto? Ako izgubiš da bi jurio da vratiš te poene, ono što smo pričali juče prelo. Kako navlači igrica, to je to. Stvarno sam prihvatio 3 crtice, brate. Ja sam dečko debil. A, to.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Mateus gets on his bike and on the move. Here's Vieira. Mateus. And this is Hullet. And he's gone backward here. He'll try from distance. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Cleared without hesitation. Oh, he's been caught. And he shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's gone for a throw-in. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Has a look and place it forward. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
That's travelling a long way. Ibrahimovic getting forward. Mateus.
Vedi coi passi dao, brate.
Driving on and making good progress. Hullet. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Turkey have reclaimed it. That's tidy. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's there to make the challenge. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Hullet is flagged offside.
Il decimo, stai morto.
Van Dijk. Pinches it off him.
Brate,
He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Evo igramo malo.
Mateus is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking. Deftly away. And it's Vieira. Pull it. Ah, that's a fine interception. And he's heaved it away. He has a look up. And he's taking no chances there. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Good ball over the top. Thuram gets across to intercept that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And here's Hazard. Played it back.
Modern football for you, and all that press.
And the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite. Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Perilously close.
U Raški ovo otišlo.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Ujebem ti ovog retarda više.
Turkey have the chance to go the other way. Nicely aimed pass. Messi.
Da je.
He had in mind that was not it. And a chance! Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Oh, delightful ball. Hazard. Ibrahimovic chasing after it.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Tries to play it through. Oh, well played, well played. And it's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started.
Ne znam, brate, šta je ovo, iskreno.
Managers to mull over here. Reflections on the first half.
Botafogo really seemed to lose their way a bit, it has to be said, Peter, having started the game quite strongly. I think the boss is going to have to find a way to reignite the fire now.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. The second half is up and running.
Botafogo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Always onto this. He's being urged to shoot. Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 4 coming up here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Hazard. Vieira. Can he get on the end of this? There's the shot!
Pa brate, šta će više da odbrani ovaj čovjek?
Should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside. Well, their corner count's rising, but not their goal count. They can improve.
Hazard moves short. Tries to bullish header.
Ma dođi bre! Moćni, Rud Gullit, tu smo ga čekali. 4 kornera na drugu foru i sad taktika. Taktički. Sad.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Već 4. minut, nećemo još nešto. Šest sejva lik ima, brate. 6 sejva lik ima. Ma bre.
Coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Botafogo have fired themselves in front.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all.
Prekinuo sam bre taj pas, jebote, što mi ne dopušta?
Cruyff looking for options for movement. The check reads a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well.
Koji delay.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Good and Cruyff. It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just
A u ljudi koliko je počelo da laguje, znate?
They want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's there to belt it away. Played towards the front line. Bale.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Thinks one through. Now it's Gullit. And he was quick to react. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Botafogo needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Yeah.
This is the time you need that pace.
Time and again they
Brate, neće mi prekina od mrtvog laga jebenu komandu.
Van der Sar punts it upfield. Botafogo still have the cards to affect this game. Now, can they get him away? He slings it in. And they can counter here. And they're quick to get it back. And here's Cruyff. Deftly away.
Turkey really might just end up
Cool,
kicking
cool, cool,
themselves
cool.
after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, well played.
Ja moram da izbacim da napravim izmenu, brate. Gledaj, 3 crtice ima retard.
Substitution for Turkey. Number 6. Thuram. Coming on to replace him is
Shifted off him.
number 18. Cocoon. Substitutions taking place.
Stood up well to him there. Aleksejov.
Mrtva igrica, vrat. Očita mi, gurne mi Rajkarda koji ima skoro 100 fizikal, jedan Cruyff. Nice.
And it's hoisted clear. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Oh, Red, nice interception. Cruyff, nice sequence of passes this.
Brate moj.
Can thump it away. Moved on forwards. And he thumped
Gledaj što neće da prebaci pola da ispuca, bre.
thinks about the shot.
Gledaj da ispucava, bre. Šta je ovo, jebot? Neće prebaci pola, bre.
Throw. Great vision. He's had a shot. And it's a goal.
Bravo, igrice. Bravo. A offside? Jebem ti mrtvo smeće. Da ti jebem. Samo što dalje u korner.
Look at that right. Shifted upfield. Oh, he's been... And the shot!
Gledaj ovo, brate. Rešila je igrica da mu da X. Rešila je da mu da X, brate.
Another moment of magic. A real wow.
Raduj se, Turčine mrtvi.
For Tito. Not a lot more to add.
Bote kona mi da te jevo.
So all square with almost no time remaining. It just goes to show you what... And that's it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show.
Sa 6 sejva završava s X-om.
Enough on either side to find a winner. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on,
Jebem ti smeće od igrice. Navlačko. Još ja umesto... Dobro, mada isto sam dobio ko što bi dobio za pobedu. Lega, 11. Rank 11. Ovaj je retard, ovaj noob je rank 11. Samo sreću ima što nisam mogao od 70. minuta da pomerim igrača i što ništa nisam mogao da uradim od laga. Samo to ima sreću. Nubara jedna. 6 sejva imao. Tačno sam znao da ću primim gol, samo sam čekao kad ću primim gol. Prvi gol koji je hteo da mu pokloni odbivaljka Gulitu. Odbivaljka Gulitu od Rašlje, tačno na nogu, ali je bio u ofsajdu. I drugo se desilo ovo, da Ibra izbaguje se mu i štoper i da dobio ovako loptu. A spamujem kocku. Sad će baš da vidimo na usporenom snimku šta se događa. Ja stiskam kocku, čekne možda prebaci pola, što kaže moma, brate. Evo ga. Gledaj ovo. Ostavio ga je Turan, brate. Ostavio ga je. Ja spamujem kocku. Prima, hoće da je primi Turan grudima. Hteo je da primi loptu grudima, a ja spamujem kocku. To je samo delay. Samo delay. Da. Samo delay, glupi. Zato što igra iz neke Tunguzije tamo, čuva koze. Jebem li mu sve tursko. Zato jeste bio rank 11, ne može da igraju ljudi protiv njega. Nije sigurno zbog skilla. Stavi slamčicu negde na livadi nekoj tamo turskoj, pusti koze i igra odatle, brate. 6 sejva ima. I časti ga smrdljivi Japanci ga časte u 92. minutu sa golom. To je to, to je realnost igrice. Treba sada propadne, lepo ide, ne postoji PES kao PES, to je FIFA, ovaj bre, eFootball i ćao. Igraj bre nešto tamo, arkadu neku, relaksiraj se, vozi GTA, a ne da igraš ovo neartikulisano govno od igrice. Jer ovde može da te dobije bukvalno svako. Skill više nema nikakav uticaj. Ama baš nikakav uticaj.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
And we have the first dead ball situation of the game. Promising one.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. Well played. Important challenge, that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Rummenigge is onto this. Big chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Još malo pa će igrica da postane kao Tekken. Što brže stiskaš dugmiće, što jače, bolje će da bije, bolje će šutira. Neartikulisano na maks. Vidio sam te, mali, vidio sam te.
Rummenigge. Pullet. Khan claims comfortably. Quarter of an hour played.
Estrella de Amadora really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's made its way to him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? He's on it. Can he get away? Lahm running with intent. And it's Hullet. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Hullet. Looking for a runner. Seedorf gets it away. Corner number 2 then. Hazard plays it short. Now the delivery. Oh, good line! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Thuram. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Vieira. Rummenigge. Davids did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Cantona. Keeper's got good distance on that. Looking to play him in. And he plays one through. He's got away. Decent chance! Davids.
Ljudi, koliko mi secka, prekidam komande, neće.
Cantona. So what can they make of this? Davids. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots!
Opet mi jedva ispucava, vrati.
That'll do. Messi. That's a sharp pass. That's a shade optimistic. But he has slightly undercooked that one.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Neymar is firing after that one. Seedorf. Threads one in. That is a brilliant interception. And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How would you review the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter, be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're...
Uf, koji pas, brate, koji timing. Šteta.
Botafogo have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, my advice would be to keep...
Vedi, ja, brate. Šta ja primam, brate?
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Getting up there! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So their fourth corner of the game. Hazard goes short. Delivers the ball. Bullish header!
Ja.
Oh, not the best of headers.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And it's Neymar. Seedorf. And here's Mbappe. Goes for a shot!
Brate mili.
He's done very well to get to that.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Estrela da Amadora choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
That is good strength. And now they can spring out of defence.
Čist pas. Čist moj
Well,
pas.
it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, there's a probing ball, and the counter is on. Pull it.
Bravo De Seli, bravo, bravo,
Show
majster.
here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi. And Messi!
Vidi ovo, brate, vidi ovo, jebote.
And the comeback is complete. And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
To je to što se ovog dana tiče. Tako da. Da se lomim, ne pada mi na pamet, druže, izgubi mi, ćao. Ajde, bre, primam neka sranja.
So we have movement on both benches. Estrela da Amadora with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a...
Dođi, bre, na ruda gulita, bre.
It's beyond special. A worldie and a half. A finish of true class. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defense, making them guess the wrong thing to do.
Ma prelo, gledaj, brate, ovu neravnost, evo te. Prvo onaj retard prošlu utakmicu u 92. Sad ovaj, brate. Krajnje je vreme da krene Dota se igra, brate, da batalimo o smeće.
So again we have parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And this is Pullet. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Ma puši ga, bre, retard. 90 i nešto imaš dribling. Beži ti lopta.
Yamal. Rafinha. Shot a goal.
Gledaj.
And yes, it's there! And again they hit the front. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Te što mi secka igrica, što mi staje slika, evo ti.
Pass somewhat off target.
Mare.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Now it's Mbappe. Tries to shoot.
Vidi ga. Vidi ga, smeće malo.
He's hit it first time.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Yamal.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Messi. Expertly.
Ne da.
Really nicely
Ne da igrica da napraviš akciju.
It's been hooked away. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Ne dopušta.
Rafinha. Davids demonstrating his defensive quality there. Played into space. This looks promising. Takes aim and crosses.
Well, Peter, he has to get his head up and gauge the landscape. Had he done so, he would have seen a barren plain.
Rafinha, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability.
Gledaj ga, mrtvo smeće.
Position of desperate urgency.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
It's an inviting looking ball that. And the through ball. Maldini deals with that comfortably. And he's there to belt it away. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Kubo. Nice control. Yamal. And it's Davids. He'll try from distance. And he's gone looking for safety.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, well played, well played. Now there's a fine ball. Azar with the delivery. Cleared without... Oh, what has happened here?
Gledaj futbal.
Gets it clear.
Gledaj futbal, jebem ti konstruktora ti jebem. Gledaj futbal, gledaj utakmicu. Gledaj ove.
Botafogo played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began...
Ajde, ne Pa prvo i meni im prvo nije optimizovan, brate. Ne umeju klošari meni da optimizuju, a kamoli nešto drugo. Gledaj ovo, brate. Gledaj od kakve nubare ja gubim. Meni je neverovatno. Meni je neverovatno. Šta je on meni čovjek dao u ovu utakmicu? Šta je... Ne, stvarno ne znam što igramo ovo smeće. Jedna milijarda retarda, brate. Među kojima sam i ja. Dve utakmice, dve užasne utakmice igram. I odmah kad kiksneš, odmah ti baca neke nubare tamo divizija 2 nešto. A ako prvu ne kiksneš, onda ti drugu smesti. Sad će ova da ide kao po loju. Sad ću da mu dam 5-6 komada u 3 minuta i to je to. Prve dve ne znam da igram, a u druge dve ću da budem doktor, znaš. Klošari Japanci. Da, završimo ovo i gasimo ovo, nema igranja. Kako će?
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise.
Idemo da se šetamo, Lea.
This certainly matters.
Idemo.
The instantly recognizable Signal Iduna Park, one of Europe's most unforgettable stadia. We're up and running then.
You know, for me, Peter, there's a deep-lying playmaker out there who's as good as it comes. Pep Guardiola, as composed as he is clever, He always acts as the key pivot in forming attack after attack.
Yeah, he's a bit of a manager on the pitch.
Well, astute is the word.
Now it's Seedorf. He's shifting through the gears here. Pepe with the clearance. Lan, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And this is Roberto Baggio. Mateus. And it's Seedorf. Now it's Hazard. Oh, well played, well played. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And it's Ibrahimovic. Guardiola. Roberto Carlos. And here's Ibrahimovic. Hazard. And now the breakaway. Zanetti. Nicely aimed pass. Rummenigge! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ibrahimovic. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified.
Ajde, rumeni, istrči više, je.
He's gone direct here. Pitches it off him. Rummenigge. That's a decent clearance. Botafogo, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And here's Guardiola. And he's picked it up out wide. There's the header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Seedorf. Great ball and he's in here.
Well, he got
Sa.
rid because he was under pressure.
Za kraj smart assist.
Can he get on the end of this? It's going across. Oh, good drive! Goal! Botafogo! And Botafogo are in front. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Gerrard. Botafogo are benefiting from a lot of movement up front, are they not?
Yeah, and if you're looking to play people in with passes from midfield, you really need willing runners who aren't looking to just get to the defensive line, but to go beyond it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
He's cut it out. Mateus. And the counter is on. Mateus. He's got away.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Lan. And there's the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Hazard goes short. Botafogo given another corner. Corner number 2 then. Hazard with the short one. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. Seedorf, Vieira. That's good play. Now there's a fine ball. That's going to go a long way. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Gerrard. Vieira running with the ball. That looks a good ball through. Good take, and is he in? Roberto Carlos. Ibrahimovic.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
The less said about that pass, the better. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And we come to you now.
Botafogo come in leading by just the odd goal.
Chance in football.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Botafogo just about ahead. 1-0 at the break. So we're straight
Baš mi se ne igra, baš. Znači, posle ove utakmice.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Da mi retard ubiju želju Maja.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Mateus. Rummenigge. It's a searching pass. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Baggio. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Guardiola. Rummenigge. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's chosen to go back. Out towards the flank. Zanetti. Across it goes. And it's hoisted clear. Still just a single goal between the sides. Pepe. Looking for a runner. And he was alert to it. That's a corner kick.
Ma ja,
Botafogo have
cepa, igraj se.
They've played it short.
Evo, gledaj ga, sa, naravno da je sa, rekao sam odmah. Sad je to i dokazao. Tačno vidiš, odmah vidiš. Od kretnje, od pokrivenosti, od svega.
So Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And it's Baggio. Gerrard. And Zanetti. Some resolute defending there. Seedorf. And this is Hullet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Germany can breathe again. Just.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Šta će drugo bude nego
It looked destined.
neki Nemac samo, to je Turčin u Nemačkoj.
Germany really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain.
Can he finish? They've got to be quick to recover this. It is a corner.
10.
Substitution for Botafogo.
Number 4 coming up here.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 69, Mateus. Number 8,
Czech breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. Shooting chance!
He's got away with one there. We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. Okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Botafogo are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Zanetti. Nicely shaped ball. It's Bale!
Oh, and that should have been two. Bale has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
They're up to 5 corners now. Hazard plays it short. Bale stood his ground strongly. Cleared without hesitation.
Botafogo surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Mateus. Schneider has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. He's having a hit! Up towards the front line. Bale. Botafogo still ahead by the game's only goal. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Beckenbauer.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
He's through here.
Monezak.
Schneider. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, what a ball!
There will be 1 minute added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Oh, red, nice interception. And the referee...
Pa momci, to je to za sad. Možda posle ako bude nekim čudom proradila želja, ali ovaj užas. Ne pada mi na pamet.
And we'd like to inform you now that
Ajmo Lea, idemo se šetamo. Ćao ljudi, uživajte.